What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to your stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Today we are going to focus on stimulus. Here's the reason why. First off, thank you guys for watching and continuing to support the channel. I just want to welcome you back to another video, and hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend so far. Now, one of the things I've been seeing over this entire past week, so many media outlets, YouTube channels as well, but media outlets are completely giving you false information, false hope. Right now, there are still talks on stimulus checks. It's coming from lawmakers. It's coming from the Biden administration as well, at least according to some White House aides. But I want to give you some clear, concise information because we're seeing a lot of false hope. But what we know right now is yes, President Biden would back an additional stimulus check if lawmakers proposed it, okay? But at the same time, lawmakers say they want President Biden to be the one to come out and request an additional stimulus check. However, he's not doing that. So they're pretty much just pushing the pressure onto the other person. However, right now we're not seeing much success from it. Here's what we know. 80 lawmakers, they want to see about a $2,000 per month or a $2,000 stimulus check. They agree on $2,000. That's what we know. About 20 additional lawmakers, as of recently, they do support an additional stimulus check. However, they have not given the exact amount, whether it's going to be $2,000, $1,000, $500, or even $100. They haven't actually come out and publicly stated an amount that they support. So keep that in mind. There's about 100 lawmakers at this time that do support additional stimulus checks, some 2,000, some a little bit less. Now, let's talk about monthly checks. Some want monthly stimulus checks, but these are considered out of the question as of right now. And here's the reason why. Some are saying that they believe a $2,000 monthly stimulus check would be too expensive. Well, as we come down, a $1,000 per month stimulus check for 160 some million Americans would be too expensive as well. However, when we come all the way down to under $500 as a monthly stimulus check, who would be the ones that get this money? The majority of the people are people here in the United States, American citizens with children. So what we are hearing is right now the child tax credit payments will be the only monthly payments according to multiple sources. They say that there is not a need for a monthly stimulus check and a monthly child tax credit payment when some are still getting unemployment benefits, some are still trying to get rental assistance, right? Nutrition assistance is still available, right? All these different relief packages are still there. There's still billions and billions of dollars in unused funding that can still be used and allocated. But that's the issue, is that many lawmakers, and this is coming from not really the progressive side, because the progressives, they don't really care. They want to see the American people get more money. But here's the issue. More moderates, people a little bit more on the conservative side, they are saying that no, we cannot provide more assistance to the American people because we need to figure out how we can get infrastructure at this time. That's the big one. And so this is where some of the previous stimulus funds are going, is to infrastructure. There's about $200 billion that is going to this bipartisan infrastructure bill that was previously allocated to stimulus. And they're going to pull this and move it aside for infrastructure. A handful of lawmakers currently, they want President Biden to come out and support a stimulus payment in the next bill. However, they also want President Biden to honor his promise. This is big. They want him to honor his promise that he made to people on Social Security and provide them with that $200 per month boost. They also want him to honor his promise of up to $10,000 in student loan forgiveness. Here's what you need to keep in mind. When President Biden currently he's believing that infrastructure is needed more than stimulus because we already did a stimulus package. We already did it, and according to multiple banks, according to banks, they say the American people have the majority of their stimulus money just sitting in bank accounts. And let me ask you this, and I've asked you this before. If you didn't respond then, maybe you can today. If you still have stimulus money in your account, let me know. Just write stimulus down in the comment section below. Or if you blew through your stimulus check the last time, let me know how long it took you to go through all your money. The majority of people say less than 1 week. That is all it took them to go through their entire $1,400 stimulus check. Now, President Biden says that he wants to build roads and bridges and make the United States more competitive in the long run. However, some say that this will take too long and that this is not what the United States needs at this time. That the U.S. needs and the American people need some stability, a guaranteed income. The child tax credit payments are doing just that. However, some say they are too small. They're too small and they're coming too late. American people need help from months ago. They need help from months ago, not just help today. So, many experts say that the only reason why Congress, won't include much as far as stimulus at this point is because there's so much additional assistance still coming. What we are hearing is that Congress is looking at the cost of living adjustment for people on Social Security. And if the cost of living adjustment is possibly 6% for 2022, some say that it is not needed to provide an additional $200 per month to Social Security beneficiaries because they're going to get that or fairly close to that very soon. However, just because they get it in 5 months does not mean people on Social Security cannot use the money today. But let me ask you, if you are on Social Security, are you in need of that money today? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, many Senate aides are saying this, that while child tax credit payments are going out, while unemployment is still being paid, with student loans being paused, again, this is big, student loans are being paused, and with the possible increase to Social Security, that there is too much stimulus still going out to really consider an additional stimulus check in the next bill. That's what Senate aides are telling us. So if that means we will not see a stimulus check in the next bill because child tax credit payments are going out of $250 to $300 per month. The unemployment is still being paid out, $300 per week. That's $1,200 per month. That's pretty substantial. Student loans have been paused. According to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, student loans average about $400 per month. So what we're seeing is we got people receiving $250 to $300 per month for the child tax credits. For unemployment, they're getting at least $1,200 as a bonus on top of their state unemployment benefits. Student loans are being paused on an average of about $400 per month. And the possibility of an increase to Social Security, which we're going to see anywhere from $100 to $200 per month, that's actually pretty substantial as well. So what we're seeing at this time is lawmakers aren't discussing stimulus right now because there's so much stimulus still going out. But let me break this down to you. What we heard in previous reports over the past probably month is that lawmakers are skeptical. They do not want to go and propose a stimulus check at this time in the $3.5 trillion infrastructure package simply because other lawmakers would most likely pull it out. They'd reject the idea of additional stimulus when it's supposed to be an infrastructure bill. However, it's called the American Families Plan, where additional relief is supposed to go to families. Well, what I can tell you is that things are constantly changing with this Delta variant that we are seeing right now, and it is on the rise. Many states are seeing surges in COVID cases. Many counties are being just pretty much overrun. Hospitals are being overworked again. They're going to be crowded very soon. Some say that deaths could be down. However, it is nothing that has to do with the American people. It's more about the science behind it and how we actually get through this. So, what I can tell you, when it comes to an additional stimulus check, there are still talks on this. There's a lot of talks on additional stimulus checks. We know Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he has previously stated that he would support a $2,000 stimulus check. We know Vice President Kamala Harris, she was one of the original people that proposed a $2,000 monthly stimulus check. Even Senator Bernie Sanders, he proposed and he does support a $2,000 per month stimulus check with $1,000 for 1 year after the pandemic is over. That's also something that the U.S. Progressive Chairwoman Pramila Jayapal is in support of as well when she proposed the ABC Act last year. So this is something that we need to keep in mind, and we need to consider that there are still talks on stimulus checks, but everything regarding stimulus is surrounded by all these other packages: child tax credits, unemployment income, right? Social Security. We also got rental assistance and student loans. The pause on that. And again, student loans, if it's $400 per month and it gets paused for an additional 6 months, right? What was that, $2,400? That's pretty good over 6 months. That's more than we received in this past year if you average it out per month. So again, these are the discussions that we're having right now in Congress or within the lawmakers right now. And again, some of this is all behind closed doors. The majority of Democrats aren't going to come out and mention anything about stimulus because just that the kind of the bad press that it puts out there. And so some moderates don't want to hear about it. Republicans, they're not going to support it. This Democrat-only budget reconciliation bill, it's not going to have any support from a Republican. We know that. But will it have their support from Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema? That's what we don't know. And we're going to have to wait and find out. But that's what we know right now. As always, as I know more, I'll come back on and share more. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have an incredible weekend as well. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you could, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. Consider subscribing so that I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.